In this video, I'm going to teach you how to evaluate a quadratic function. So what that means is taking these inputs. I got two for you. One's positive, one's negative, so we can go over a common misconception. We'll plug both of these values into the function. In this case, it's a quadratic function. And then we got to get the output. So plugging in an input, coming up with an output. That's basically what evaluating a quadratic is in this case. So in this case, we're going to put 2 in for x. Highly recommend that you put parentheses wherever those x values are. So the negative will go on the outside here. We're going to be squaring the value we plug in. I always encourage that you write down the parentheses empty, grouping symbols, parentheses. I leave them empty at first. Then I go back to what is the input that I'm plugging in, and then I'll place that number in there. So how do I work this problem out? I'm just going to go through following the laws of math. PEMDAS tells me I got to do my exponents first. So I'm going to say, what is 2 squared? That's going to give me 4. Now keep in mind, this negative is going to attach to that 4, giving me a negative 4 value there. 9 times 2, that's just going to be 18. And then I'm adding 11 here at the end. So I got negative 4 plus 18, that's 14. And 14 plus 11 is a total of 25. So we got 25 as my output when f of 2 or x is 2, y is 25. This is what you would be doing if you're trying to fill out a table of values and graph a quadratic function. You have to plug values in for x, you'll get values for y, in this case 25, and then you can plot those on a Cartesian plane. Okay, let me erase these right here. We'll plug a negative 3 in. Typically, I see mistakes when kids use negatives. So all we're going to do is just erase those parentheses. We're going to have different values now, and we're going to work that out to get a new output. So let's put a negative 3 in. Negative 3, negative 3. Now, what is negative 3 squared? Well, what's it mean to square? It means take that number, multiply it by itself. So negative 3 times negative 3 makes a positive 9. But remember that negative is going to attach to it. 9 times negative 3 is negative 27. And we got to add 11 at the end. A negative 9 minus 27 takes me all the way back to negative 36. Add 11 to that, leaving me at negative 25. So in case of negative 3, as your input, your output would be negative 25. Interesting that those popped up like that. Did not expect that to happen. All right, hopefully that makes sense. This is how you would evaluate a function, whether it's a quadratic, linear, whatever that type of function is. You're just plugging in inputs, getting your outputs. Make sure you understand step-by-step process of how to do it. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test.